We invite you to watch the video on the Aquaculture Farm channel.
Watching an experienced crew and angler work the cockpit and tackle while a veteran skipper makes the boat dance to every move of a wild tuna is a beautiful thing. Like winning the Super Bowl, battling a tuna big a donkey-sized big eye, or a jumbo yellowfin tuna takes teamwork and a good game plan, with every team member knowing exactly what's needed for success. For my money, the most versatile rod and reel combination for the majority of tuna trolling is based on 30 weight or 50 weight reels filled about 2/3 with 65.
Nice little pork disc. Hooked up to a nice tuna here.
While single-speed reels are still number one, two-speed reels make lifting a 150-pound big eye much easier if you can downshift to a stump pulling power gear ratio.
First bite of the day. Today we're not giving these fish any.
The crew at Shimano proved this by asking hundreds of fishermen at sport shows to set drags by hand and then tested the settings against a
About 1
scale.
hour in.
Most fishermen were far off on the low side of the scale. On my charter boat, drags are always set by scale at 1/3 the breaking strength of the line at strike.
Deep color coming up.
This may seem like too tight a drag because it takes a gloved hand to yank line from a reel set at 15 pounds of pull. It feels too tight to the hand, but it is just right by the scale. While trolling, the lever should be pulled back from strike to a setting about 1/5 the line strength. That's about 10 pounds of drag for 50-pound line, which is plenty of punch to set the hook but light enough to prevent snapped lines. After the rush of the initial hookup and once the angler is strapped into the gimbal belt, momentarily shifting in and out of gear keeps the line tight and is especially helpful as the fish gets near to the boat because you lose the safety factor of line stretch. Watching an experienced angler skillfully work the rod and reel is a pleasure and separates the younger bounder from the superior angler. Spool diameter changes as a fish takes line and the drag increases. If a fish pulls enough line to have the spool diameter, the drag is effectively doubled. At boat side, when the fish may be holding just below the surface, a few extra pounds of drag are needed to lift it. Move the lever to the full setting, but to avoid pulling the hook or a line break. Be ready to back off if the fish makes a quick dash. Extra drag can be applied when vertically lifting a tuna from the deep by using the left hand, protected by a glove, over the top of the reel to grab the spool. Stop the reel handle on the upswing so the cranking arc places your hand close to the reel lever rather than with the handle at the bottom of the reel, which places the hand too far from the lever. He's usually sweating but grinning as if he's having the time of his life. Later in the battle, he appears in agony as each mighty rod bend causes arm muscle spasms and aching shoulders.
Come on, baby. Give me that little ball. Woo!
Come on, bud. Bring them on in. That's good. Keep them fun. Yeah. Yes, shit. Sir, baby. Yes, sir.